Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back. Today we are checking out the Samson G-Track Pro, which is a budget-friendly USB condenser microphone that actually sounds really good and has a lot of features for the price point. We're not recording in a 100% sound treated room, so you may hear some echoes and reverbs coming back into the microphone. Also, I won't be doing any editing or processing to change the way the microphone sounds. We're just going to go ahead and adjust the volume levels to make sure everything is right, so that way you can hear exactly the way the microphone sounds. And I will put a link to this microphone down there in the video's description. That way if you're looking to get one, you can just click the link and I will get a small commission if you buy it from the link. This microphone comes with a really nice looking desktop stand. There's 3 dials on the front, 2 switches and a mute button. On the back, you're going to see a microphone input, an audio jack for a guitar or a keyboard or whatever, so you can plug an instrument cable right into the back, and you're going to see another switch. In a minute, we'll go through what all the switches and dials do and stuff like that, but first, this is very important. Now, if you decide to set this on your desk, just remember, do not bump the desk while using it because there's a lot of resonance that comes back in. If you tap the desk or set your mouse down, you're going to hear a bunch of noises. Even on the boom arm right now without the shock mount, this microphone is terrible for picking up resonance. There are definitely shock mounts out there that fit this microphone, so I definitely suggest you get one of those or do not touch your desk at all when using this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and handhold this for the rest of the video so you can see if there's any handling noise and stuff like that as I'm moving the microphone around. Plus we're going to spin it around and do a bunch of tests and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about switch number 1, which is probably one of the most important switches. This will change the polar patterns. You can have cardioid mode, you can have figure 8 or omnidirectional. Now, if you're stationary and you're just sitting here like I am and talking right into the front of the microphone, you're going to want to choose cardioid mode. That way it's not picking up any sound from the back or the sides or your computer fans or anything else in the room that's behind you or beside you. It'll pick up mainly what's right in the front. Now, if you put this in figure 8 mode, it's going to pick up sound from the front and the back, and this is the way it sounds from the back. It'll probably sound very similar, but probably a little bit different. Now, if you put it in the omnidirectional mode, we should be able to hear from all the way around. Hello, what's going on, guys? It's Danny Lightning here, and we are turning the microphone from side to side. Check, 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 1, 2. Microphone check, 1, 2. Now, when you're in the cardioid mode, which is what most people are probably going to use, we're going to say check, 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 microphone check, 1, 2, Danny Lightning here, and we are going around to the side, and now we're going around to the back, and now we're going around to the other side, and back to the front. So you'll notice it didn't really pick me up very well from the sides of the back. Cardioid is made for someone speaking directly into the front of it, and that's what most people are going to use. So the next switch is going to say mono or 2-track. If you're just recording yourself, you're going to put it in a mono mode, but if you're recording yourself and a guitar with an instrument plugged into the back of this, that's when you switch it over to the 2-track mode. The third switch, which is on the back of the microphone, simply turns the headphones on and off. If you have that switch on, you can hear yourself through the headphones or any sound that comes through your computer, or if you turn that off, you're not going to hear anything through the headphones at all. So let's talk about the 3 dials on the front of the microphone. The first one is a volume adjustment for your headphones. The second one is the gain for your instrument. And the third is the gain for your voice. So the gain knobs just make sure your instrument is loud enough or your voice is loud enough when recording. And then the headphone volume just adjusts how loud you hear everything through your headset. And then we do have a mute button, which we're going to go ahead and turn on and off a couple of times to see how well that works. So we are going to go ahead and now I went ahead and unmute it. I don't know if you're hearing any type of a click or anything like that, and now we have unmuted again. So you probably just heard my hand tap that, but let's tap on the microphone. This does have really bad resonance, guys. It really does. But that's really the only flaw with the microphone. If you can put it up on a boom stand with a shock mount, it sounds pretty darn good. Alright, so let's do a plosive test. So when you say things like Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, if you say that directly into the microphone, you're probably going to hear a bunch of pop. So you should really have your condenser microphone about a hang 10 away and off to the side, because Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, and that's very unpleasant. So you want to have it off to the side. That way when you say your P's and that burst of air comes out, it goes past it and not directly into the microphone. Now let's say you do decide you want to put it on the desk stand and have this sitting on your desk. Well, this is about how the microphone's going to sound. I might need to crank up the gain just a little bit more, honestly. So let me go ahead and do that really fast. So now we're going to have to crank up the gain so you can hear me. There's going to be way more echoes coming in. You're probably going to hear my computer fans a lot more and stuff like that. So honestly, don't get your microphones too far away from yourself or set them on your desk. Get them up on a boom arm, guys. You want to keep your microphones nice and close to your mouth. Like I just said, the ideal position for a condenser microphone is about a hang 10 away and off to the side. That will get you a very nice, very full sound. It will reduce the amount of room resonance coming in and background noise being picked up. Now, here's one thing you really need to consider before buying this microphone is this thing weighs almost 4 pounds. So you're going to need a very strong boom arm if you're going to go ahead and put this up on a boom arm. Those are really the only flaws that I can think of. Now the pros, it's not that expensive. For coming in around $100, it sounds phenomenal. You can plug a guitar or some sort of instrument right into the back. You can listen to yourself through the headphones. You can hear all the audio coming back through your computer through the headphones. So when you play the recording back, you can hear it. It's just an all-around really nice microphone. So if you're in need of a nice budget condenser microphone, you have a nice quiet room to record in that's not too echoey or too reverby, this microphone will probably do you very well as long as you get it up on a shock mount or never touch your desk. This microphone has a big bang for the buck. It's got a lot of controls, a lot of adjustments, a lot of stuff you can do with it that you don't normally find until you're getting into the more expensive microphones. The sound is overall pretty good. It's not the best sounding mic I've ever heard, but you know what? It sounds nice. So I just made sure the computer fans just shut off. That way now it's completely dead silent in the room. We did have a fan running in the background slightly. You were probably able to hear it if you listened really closely. But now this is what it sounds like with no background noise at all. Most people probably aren't recording in a 100% dead silent room, but this is what it sounds like in a dead silent room. You almost hear crickets. I don't really hear any soft noise or preamp buzz or hum or anything like that. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I think that wraps this video up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Check out the link in the video description. I'll put an Amazon link down there if you guys are interested in getting one of these. I would get a small commission if you bought it from the link. So if you do decide you want one of these, please consider checking out the link, and all of my videos will have a link to a bunch of really cool lists of awesome streaming gear and microphones and stuff as well, so you might want to check that out, plus the link to this will be in there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Lightning out. Have an awesome day. See ya.